I played on a baseball team for the first time in 15 years. This is something that I can't believe this actually happened. I'm here able to reflect on this. It's been, you know, some months after I was on the team. I started, and I'm amazed. I'm shocked that this actually happened because we're talking about 15 years. High school was when I played on a baseball team last. I played all years of high school, and this past year, I went on a team, Before that, I was actually training. I wasn't training, planning to go on a team, but I just started to train because in my last video, if you didn't get a chance to watch, you could check it out. I've always loved baseball, always loved it. Baseball, since growing up, has always been a big part of my life. Whether it's, and I'm a Mets fan, haven't done a lot of winning, but whether it's from growing up and see Mike Piazza hit some enormous home runs, David Wright, players on the Mets, the amazing moments, and just a fan of baseball in general, upsets, the underdogs winning. All of that with baseball meant and means so much to me till this day. But to be honest, I when this year started, now that we're about to finish the year, when this year started, 2025, there was absolutely no way where I said, I may actually be on a baseball team this year. I may play. And the level, it's not, it's a solid level. It's a solid talent that you play against. And it's a men's league. TMBL in Toronto. So a shout out to them as well because without them, it wouldn't have been possible. I in never ever wait and wait. How can I forget? Shout out to the Knights. Shout out to all the teams in the TMBL. Shout out to all the players. I don't know all of you, but shout out to all of you in case any of you ever see this video. But shout out to the Knights especially. um so I can't, I never thought in 15 years I'm going to play on a baseball team in 2025. Never. We're talking about 2010 to 2025. But it happened this year. I started training the ending of last year. I started training throughout the whole year. Just training just to train because, again, I love baseball. And then an opportunity came. And it was an opportunity where it worked for my schedule. I was going to be able to play the game I love, meet new people, do my best to be a good teammate, to impact. And, maybe not have to have such a demanding schedule because at the time I already had a really busy schedule, whether it's video editing, whether it's work, full-time work, a lot of things, marriage. There's a lot of things that you get busy with in life. And playing on a baseball team, let alone imagine having to travel and, going all around the city, the province. But this league worked for me because we play at one park. The hours are flexible. It's a Saturday. We play on Saturdays. And it meant absolutely the world to be able to play on a baseball team. And I want to play again, to be honest. I ain't going to say my age still, just like I said in the last video. But it just makes me think like, wow, something that I didn't think was going to happen. It happened. And not to go from the topic of I played baseball for the first time in 15 years. We got to keep this in mind that you never know what's going to happen. I understand that we make plans, we have an idea, we make routines, we have an idea of what we expect to happen, what we think is going to happen. You work, especially when you get into the routine or habits. Some days can be very, very repetitive, very. But me playing this year, it makes me understand and it makes me want to even tell you while we sometimes can predict what is going to happen, at the end of the day, the reality is we don't always know what's going to happen. We don't know. So, why am I saying this to you? Don't give up on anything in your life. Yeah, don't give up. Why do you have to give up? Because let us say you've been facing failures for 5 years, for 10 years. But what if the 11th year is the year of success? You get me? What if for 10 weeks, what if for, I don't know, you taking your driver's test and you failing, but what if this next time is the time to succeed? What if you fail to make the team? I had gotten a comment recently where a person mentioned they were feeling really nervous because they were going to have a tryout coming up soon, and there's a lot of people trying out, and I get that. I remember when I had to try out for a team. I had to try out for this team as well. It's not that I just showed up and hey, you're on the team. I had to try out. I had to earn a spot. I wasn't just here, whatever, take it. I had to earn a spot. And that meant a lot to me that I was able to do that, and still give to the game, especially now that I'm coaching. So, and that's the crazy thing. I'm gonna go into coaching in another video, but today, coaching a team, coaching a few teams, and playing on a team, that was epic, insane, unbelievable on how I was able to do that. But I have a lot of different things that I want to go into. I don't really want to lose the point right now, but you never know what's gonna happen. The person that left a comment, maybe you fail, maybe, but what if you make it? And if you do fail, you're gonna make it the next time. And that's what the mentality of ours has to be. Of course, we gotta put the work in. We gotta fight. We gotta go, move forward, push, believe. Without a doubt, I believe 100% in that. But at the same time, things are not gonna always work out. You don't know what's gonna always happen. So it's like you have a book. If the book is 200 pages and you stop at 150, maybe people tell you what happens at the ending. Yeah. But if you don't read, will you truly know what's going to happen? If you give up on anything, do you know what's going to happen at the ending? Excuse me. So don't give up. Don't give up because you don't know what's going to happen. So, not to go back, I played on this baseball team and it meant a lot. It meant a lot. I played catcher this year, and you know, that's what I played in high school. In high school, I learned a lot because in high school, and this goes deep. I don't know if I should go into this now or maybe for another video. I think I want to go into another video with this regret, because my high school career, it had some really good moments in high school, but I'm not afraid to say this. My high school career also had a lot of down moments. And the biggest down moment was I didn't work hard enough. I took for granted what I had. I had opportunities in front of me to excel, to grow, to develop, to be better. But I didn't. Don't get me wrong, I practiced, I did things, but I didn't go hard enough for baseball. So I don't want to go, I'm going to go into this another time. But the fact of regret from high school, now playing this year, was unbelievable. And you hear from the last video I spoke about, I needed to be better. I could have been better. Go check it out. But the fact that I was able to play this year, and this year, things that I didn't do on my high school team, I did it this year. And that meant the world to me. Because in high school, I wish what I did today, I was able to do it. The experience that I've learned, the way that if you're playing good, you can impact the team playing good, but you can impact them in another way. If you're playing bad, you can still impact the team in a positive way. If you're not in the game, you can still impact your team. And I learned these things and I did that, and that was something that from high school I wanted to do, but I didn't. And I wanted to be better individually, but doing that this year meant a lot to me because I was able to do what I didn't do from more than, a decade earlier, a decade and a half. So you don't know what's going to happen and you got to go forward. I had this opportunity to play. I played catcher. I played a little bit of left field. I played shortstop as well, unbelievably. Unbelievably. I made an error, but I also made a pretty solid play. I stole some bases this year. I had a chance to like make, throws. My catching work, I want to keep getting better at that, especially from what I worked this year. I want to build on that, on my throws, my releases, my mechanics. My hitting was solid, I didn't blow the league by storm. I had some unluck, some real unluck this season. I hit over 300, so you take that. I mean, you take that. But I hit some rockets this year, and they just happened to go right to the glove of somebody. And what can we say? It's baseball, but you learned, and just being able to play. We had a fall ball game recently. Well, not recently, maybe 2 months. And for the first time ever, maybe since a kid, when I was a little kid, 9, 10, 11, 12. First off, I grew up with baseball in the back of my building. In the projects, that's where I played baseball at. Played baseball there. That's where I found the love of baseball. That's another thing I could go into deeper. Um, but I used to always pitch then, throwing off the wall, throwing off a brick wall, the sponge ball comes right back to you. And for the first time in a fall ball game, I pitched because I said that, I want to try to pitch. And it was amazing as well, being able to pitch. So playing baseball for the first time in 15 years meant a lot to me. I made some friends. I met, new people that maybe you're going to watch this video. Shout out to you. And the point of this message, the video, is don't give up, man. Keep going. You don't know what's going to happen. I get it. Things can be tough. I get it. Things can even seem impossible. Because if you asked me 15 years, would you play baseball? There's no way that that's going to happen. And there's a lot of things in life that seems impossible. It's not going to happen. I get it. I understand that. But at the end of the day, you can't make that guarantee. You can't. Sometimes the weather tells us it's going to snow. It's going to rain. It's going to be warm. It's going to be hot. But the day comes, the moment comes where the weather predicted, and it's not always accurate. We don't know. It's always that moment. You don't know. For example, maybe today, you have A, B, C, D planned, but HIJKLMNOP, that's going to happen because things happen that we don't expect. Unexpected money, unexpected victories, unexpected people you meet, unexpected situations, unexpected videos. You don't know. We don't know. So go. Keep going. There are people that they are sometimes afraid of the unknown. That's a serious thing. That even causes anxiety. That causes anxiety for some people. Fear because it's the unknown. Oh, but what if this happens? What if that? Oh, but it's the fear of the unknown. Go, trust, believe in yourself. What helps me a lot? I have faith. I believe in God. God is the biggest foundation in my life of hope, of believing, especially when things have absolutely no evidence or no proof of changing. I had no evidence that I was going to play this year, but maybe the evidence was I started to train. I had another friend that my baseball brother that he really motivated me. You should look for a team. He was helping me train, and before you know it, it happened. So I wanted to share this with you. For the first time in 15 years, I played on a baseball team. You don't know what's going to happen. Maybe it's baseball for you. Maybe it's something else. Go for it. Keep going. Keep believing. Don't give up. Don't give up, all right? I want to thank you for watching this video. please leave a like, subscribe, share it with somebody that you think needs to hear this. Maybe they want to relate, maybe they relate to it, maybe they're going through it and they need some clarity, they need to hear somebody else's point of view. Share it. If you have Instagram, you can follow me, Higher Expectations 33, and the same at TikTok, Higher Expectations 33. If you're also interested in doing collabs, I'm in the process of doing interviews. I'm interviewing baseball players. If you would like to share your story on this channel about baseball, if you would like to be an interview, one of a special guest that I'll be having soon for interviews, baseball, their journey, why baseball, when did they fall in love? I fell in love with baseball since before 9, since the days growing up. And it's been more than, I'm still not gonna say my age, so I'm gonna go with that. But if you want to do an interview, send me a message, comment on this post. You can even, there's ways to get in touch with me. You can check my profile info, and we can, set up an interview. Okay, this video, I'm airing it before the New Year's. If you see it before New Year's, and or if after, Happy New Year. Have a great 2026 and move forward. Remember, live with higher expectations.